know what? Tonight, Andrew Anderson and Erik Andretti go one-on-one for the Heavyweight Championship. Anderson, I haven't forgotten a damn thing. On 2 occasions, you interrupted my matches for no reason, hit me with the championship belt, one, and then threw powder in my face. And after that, you decided to hit me with the freaking guardrail. Well, you know what? It's my time for payback. And tonight, Erik Andretti becomes the new heavyweight champion.
ECPW fans to this week's Adrenaline. Big Mike Lawrence still trying to recuperate alongside Joey G.
Mike and I.
Joey G, if you don't mind, take it away solo for a moment or two as I try to settle in here.
Take your time, Big Mike. It's great having you back this week.
Been diagnosed with a bruised abdomen after last week.
I thought you might have had a cracked rib, but thank God for that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been here this week working with me, and I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad that Mr. Alan Kay was able to work his magic.
Well, I am heavily taped up this week, Joey G. Just here to do what we do best, and that's called the great ECPW action.
Mike, and it was just uncalled for what DeVito did last week to you. Just uncalled for. You know, who's next? Is it my next?
Well, Joey G, for your sake, I hope not.
They're nothing but bullies. That's all they are, big bullies. From Andrew Anderson down to Crazy Ivan and that farce of a light heavyweight champion, the Peacemaker. But we got an exciting match in the ring tonight, so...
we certainly do, Joey G.
Moe Sexton against Big Ben Cromwell, and conspicuous by his absence is...
once again, Lance Prophet this week, not accompanying the English gentleman to ringside as he goes against the workhorse, Moe Sexton.
Well, I was going to say, conspicuous by his absence, Lance Prophet, and I know he's not in the building because you could see him from a mile away. He's so big.
Joey G, I normally appreciate any humor we're able to generate in the broadcast, but I got to tell you, it hurts when I laugh.
Well, I won't make you laugh, Michael.
Well, I almost don't mind if you do, because it'll take my mind off of things, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know what? We got an exciting heavyweight championship match coming up tonight for the main event, so ECPW fans, call your friends and tell them to tune in, because we have Andrew Anderson defending the ECPW heavyweight belt against Erik Andretti.
And Joey G, after what happened last week, I hope to God, as we see a beautiful drop kick by Moe Sexton, Erik Andretti is somehow able to take the heavyweight championship from the reinforcer Andrew Anderson and put a chink in the armor of Doug DeVito's faction.
Moe Sexton seems to be in the best shape I've ever seen him in. You know, he suffered an injury a few years ago here in ECPW, and he had to take about 18 months off, but he's back.
Oh, what a boot by the English gentleman, so-called gentleman.
So-called gentleman.
Big Ben Cromwell. My goodness. You're going to need more than a boot to the chops to put away the workhorse, Moe Sexton. As he chokes him on the ropes. And whatever language that was, Joey G.
What didn't sound like the Queen's language, did it?
I've got to at 5. God, and that hurts my midsection just looking at it, Joey G. Big Ben Cromwell firmly in control of this matchup, opening up Adrenaline this week. Scott Volks has just won. As Moe looks to get on his proverbial bicycle here, the workhorse coming back to life here.
A couple of nice kicks to the stomach, but gets one in return.
It was a little low on Cromwell's part. To the inner thigh from my vantage point. Now a blatant choke right in front of the referee, Joey G. Look out, side slam by Cromwell. And that's
Cromwell happy with himself, isn't he?
That's a big boy doing a big move, Joey G.
Yeah, but Moe was able to kick out.
Cromwell hooks the leg this time. Moe out at about 2.5. Now he hooks both legs. Oh!
And East Coast professional wrestling fans, it has just been announced January 12th. The ECPW award dinner will take place in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. And please go on the website for ticket information. It's open to the fans and the wrestlers. It's a great event where both wrestlers and fans intermingle. So that's January 12th, Saddlebrook, New Jersey at the VFW, the ECPW Awards Dinner. And I'm wondering if Doug DeVito is going to be, he's telling me that he's up for owner of the year now.
Well, I got a feeling that you and I certainly won't be up for commentators of the year.
Oh, no, he don't. He's threatened to fire me last week. And sometimes I think he should. Nice drop kick.
Beautiful maneuver by Moe Sexton. Cromwell tried to get Moe high up in the air, and Moe retaliated with a drop kick there. Both men down. And I tell you what, Joey G, I saw the videotape of last week, and finally someone stood up to Doug DeVito, namely in Merengue Warrior.
Yeah, but Mike, I think that in future events, Merengue Warrior is going to wish he didn't do that, because you may see the Merengue Warrior in a match that he don't want to be in.
That might bite him in the El Backside, huh?
Yes, sir.
Si, senor, in the words
Well, the
of
funny thing
Merengue.
about it is, I don't want to make you laugh, but he was calling DeVito stupido, and DeVito thought he was getting complimented.
No surprise.
Well, getting back to this match, Moe Sexton, nice.
Nice splash by Moe Sexton in the corner. Oh, he goes to lift the big man, but you got to get some momentum before you go to lift up Big Ben Cromwell for his slam, and there's the momentum he needed, Joey G.
The strength of Moe Sexton.
Moe Sexton looking better and better each and every week here on Adrenaline. And I don't know if this is usually in Moe's repertoire, but he's on the top turnbuckle. Oh, but Ben catches a... What a belly-to-belly suplex by Big Ben Cromwell. And the English gentleman says, that's it. Could it be? Oh, Moe gets that left shoulder out just in the nick of time. Great perseverance by Moe Sexton. They don't call him the workhorse for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Big Ben trying to polish off the workhorse here. Moe retaliates with some elbows off the ropes. Flip over by Moe. Misses the boot. Ah, but Moe connects. Cromwell's down. If I was Moe Sexton, I'd go in for the cover. But Moe Sexton has other plans. Big splash by Moe Sexton. Hooks the leg. Could this be it? And that's it. Hard-fought victory by the workhorse, Moe Sexton. But up next, what a huge matchup we got. And Dan Marquez against the Punisher. Keep it right here. ECPW fans, welcome back to this week's Adrenaline. As you see, the Portuguese powerhouse, Dan Marquez. And he's got a challenge right in front of him this week.
Mike, there are people in East Coast professional wrestling, namely Alan Kay, myself, and the fans that appreciate you being with us this week after what you went through last week.
Well, it's great ECPW talent like the Punisher, who I especially make it a point to be here each week on ECPW, regardless of what happens.
Punishing time, that's what we hear. And there's no love lost between the Punisher and Dan Marquez, is there?
No,
Two
not
big
at
men.
all.
Two big men.
But these fans, as of recent weeks, Joey G, have certainly endured themselves to the Punisher. I mean,
Well, it seems like he's had to change your heart, huh?
well, he's still big, bad, and meaner than ever. But he seems to be going more by the rules, and,
Well,
I respect that.
he told me that he is enjoying the fan support. Uh-oh.
You call the Punisher out, and that's what you get.
And he's going to get punished himself, isn't he?
You know, Joey G, and instead of Doug DeVito pushing around ring announcers like Jana and abusing our security, and
Well, the poor security guy, he told the guy don't come back unless he takes a bath.
well, I don't know that I necessarily agree with that one. But
No, if you get close to him, you would.
yeah.
But I mean, he just...
No, I said I don't know that I disagree.
Oh, disagree. Thank you. But DeVito just abuses everyone. We have the best ring announcer in professional wrestling today in Jana.
Absolutely.
And DeVito just continues to abuse her week after week.
But my whole point is, I really wish that he would take a look at this guy, the Punisher, who we've said for weeks and months now how dominant, how much he's been cutting through the competition. Granted, he's got some stiff competition here this week in Dan Marquez, but good Lord, he's unstoppable and he's undefeated, Joey G.
Undefeated, correctly.
I've said it before, this man should be in title contention.
You're absolutely right.
And the thing I like about the Punisher, he doesn't complain, he doesn't moan. He just goes one-on-one, face-to-face, mano a mano with everyone that's put in the ring against him. And he's been going through every one of them too.
And he does his job. He just goes in the ring and does his job. Oh, what a...
Right now, that job is beating up Dan Marquez.
Can you see, I agree with you 100%. I can see a great heavyweight championship match. Andrew Anderson versus the Punisher.
I mean, what's DeVito afraid of?
Oh, he's afraid that Andrew Anderson may lose the title to the Punisher.
Obviously.
Well, how about, you know what? If let's look at it this way. If the Peacemaker is a light heavyweight champ, then the Punisher maybe be able to wrestle him for the light heavyweight championship.
No, but I don't think the Punisher would do that.
No.
Punisher has some sensibility and he has credibility.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the upcoming weeks with what DeVito does with ECPW. I mean, for a period of almost 90 days, we had a great run here, and DeVito is taking it right down into the gutter again.
Absolutely. And I know chances are the boss is probably listening, and I don't care what he thinks of me saying this, but damn it, Doug DeVito, get this man, the Punisher, especially if he beats Dan Marquez tonight on Adrenaline. I dare Doug DeVito to put this man, the Punisher, in a title match with Andrew Anderson.
I would love to see it, and I think a lot of the fans would too.
Dan Marquez trying to capitalize on this opportunity he has right now to break the undefeated streak of the Punisher. And he's got to stay on him with clubbering blows just like that. I think he just said Punisher in Portuguese. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to kill the Punisher
Or
Punisher something.
something. Whatever Portuguese food. Speaking of Portuguese food, another shot like that to the chops and Dan Marquez will be sucking his food through a straw. Oh. One to the front and one to the back by Dan Marquez, the Portuguese powerhouse. Marquez has put on at least 20 pounds here in recent weeks, and I gotta tell you, it's all in the right places. He's more powerful than ever. This is a hell of a contest.
He's a big man, Marquez, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Putting the knee in the back of the Punisher. Punisher in a little bit of pain himself right now.
And it's not often you see the Punisher in pain, but when you're facing competition like Dan Marquez, my goodness. Oh, he gets the big man up, Joey G.
Well, Dan Marquez reminds me of the great Spiros Arion, to take wrestling fan back to the 80s, who wrestled for many years out of Greece. What? Punisher not too far, I mean, Marquez not too far away in Portugal.
But the Punisher was certainly far away from that elbow drop. As he gets out of the way just in the nick of time. Look at the Punisher come to life here, Joey G. I think the more you beat on the Punisher, the more he likes it.
He's oblivious to pain. He's coming right back, isn't he?
He certainly is. Continuous right hands. What a flying elbow right to the left pectoral of Dan Marquez. Followed up by a clothesline. God, this Punisher is impressive.
Oh.
Second turnbuckle from the inside. What a flying shoulder tackle. Is that going to do it? Dan Marquez gets that left shoulder out just in the nick of time. Look out, Joey G.
What's going on here?
Setting up for the Punisher choke slam. Oh no, Marquez out of the way. Marquez nails a side slam.
Ended the Punisher's undefeated streak.
I almost thought so, and so did Dan Marquez. Look at the shocked look on his face.
Well, Punisher's up and telling Marquez, come on,
He
give
wants
me more.
Damn it, DeVito, give this guy a title match. Oh! What a spear by the Punisher. And he says that's it.
What's he gonna go for here? A submission hold? Yes.
He's got both legs grapevine.
He tapped out.
Marquez didn't take any more. Nice submission maneuver by the Punisher.
Punisher wins a big one right tonight, doesn't he?
And he continues his undefeated streak here in ECPW.
Well, wrestling fans, the heavyweight championship match coming up next.
Absolutely.
Don't touch your dial.
Fan favorite Erik Andretti challenges the ECPW World Heavyweight Champion, the reinforcer Andrew Anderson, and that's next.
That's right. Tonight, at the Paramus Elks Lodge, East Coast Pro Wrestling, Andrew Anderson, the ECPW Heavyweight Champion. Once and for all, I'm proving a point. I don't care that I'm a 3-time heavyweight champion. I don't care about Erik Andretti. I beat you up 3 times. You say I threw powder in your face. I never did. Show me the videotape. I bet you it doesn't exist. Oh, did Doug DeVito make the tape disappear? Oh, are you gonna be a crybaby, Andretti? Are you crying now? Or are you sitting home crying to your mama? You know what, pal? This ain't about me and the belt. It's about me and my love of beating people up!
ECPW fans, the big one right here is Erik Andretti challenges ECPW Heavyweight Champion Joey G. We're joined here in the broadcast booth by Mr. Italy, Gino Caruso.
Come on, Eric, go do it. Well, you know, I've been listening at home, and Mike, I gotta ask you, how's your ribs? How's your side? I seen, you know, the Peacemaker cowardly hit you with that nightstick, but I commend you for standing up for what you think is right.
Thank you, Gino. And I was diagnosed with a bruised abdomen.
I can see it swollen.
Yeah.
Well, you're still toughing it out. Joey G, you know, if I were you, I'd stay away from DeVito's crew, cause
I was scared when I was in the ring with them last week.
you never know what they're gonna do.
I saw Anderson look at me, and I didn't know how the hell to get out of the ring. They're maniacs. Now he's looking over here and shaking his head.
Well, hopefully some justice can get done here. A chink out of the armor of the Doug DeVito camp, and this
out.
one's starting off hot and heavy.
Anderson.
Well,
He will do anything to hold on to that belt. You know that, Joey.
I know that, and DeVito will do anything to keep that belt with Andrew Anderson.
Action hot and heavy on the outside of the ring.
Definitely heavy.
Oh, nice punch to the head by Erik Andretti. You guys want it? There! That's it.
Gonna break the table. Well, I'll tell you what, you cannot take Erik Andretti lightly.
No, Erik Andretti's fired up for this one, isn't he?
You know, we saw a few weeks ago at an event in Passaic, he came within seconds of defeating Anderson for that title.
And they ring the bell finally.
Erik Andretti.
This one's official.
Looking to restore some order here in ECPW, some justice, if you will.
I would love nothing more, and the fans, and I'm sure everybody in the back, would love nothing more than Erik Andretti to win this belt tonight.
Yeah, but Gino, even if he beat him fair and square like you did several weeks ago, look what DeVito did. He'll find a way, a loophole.
DeVito holds all the cards.
He finds every loophole out there.
He's got his head in every hole.
Erik Andretti taking it to Andrew Anderson on the outside of the ring.
Well, he knows that he's got to lay it all on the line, Andretti. If he's going to beat Anderson for the title, he's got to be willing to put his body on the line.
You got Stinky holding on to that guardrail so no one gets hurt.
Andretti rams Anderson's head right into the hard apron.
We could say what we want about DeVito, and we don't like him. And we could say what we want about Anderson, but you can't take away what a great champion and what a tough competitor he is. But obviously the way he's got that belt and hung on to it is very questionable.
Clothesline on the apron.
technique. Look, he bends over.
You ugly!
Anderson just calling his shots here at this point as he clubbers away on Erik Andretti.
Is it me, or is Anderson bigger than he was last time I saw him?
At least by 10 pounds.
Well, look at his chest. Look at his arms.
His abdomen.
And I know all about abdomens.
Snap suplex, huh? I taught him good.
Yeah. You can't even spell snap suplex. You know, sooner or later, and I've seen it happen with Mike, you know, he lost it, he snapped. Because you get to a boiling point where you can't take any more. And DeVito has pushed everybody to that point.
Everyone in the back.
All the wrestlers, all the personnel, all the fans. They're on edge. It's not the way the locker room should be. This is not the way this wrestling business should be. He is trying to push these people, and they're to a breaking point right now, Joey, where it's scary. We don't know what's going to happen.
It is scary. You know, it's so tense. Just, Gino, I'm being honest. Just him being out here right now, it's got me tense. It's got my stomach in a knot.
And Erik Andretti is giving everything he's got to take home the heavyweight title tonight.
I'm just happy I got Big Mike on my right and you on my left to protect me.
I don't know what much protection I'm going to be, Joey G.
Nice elbow by Andretti.
Yeah, but hitting Anderson in the head's not going to do nothing.
Oh, big splash.
He's got to get him off his feet.
Oh, my goodness. What a suplex.
That shows the strength of Erik Andretti.
There was a perfect leverage move where he used the guy's size and weight to his advantage. Against him is correct. Well, that looks familiar.
Look out.
He's got a handful of tights.
Use the tights. Come on.
He had a handful of tights.
Oh, come on. That was so obvious.
Look out.
Oh, what's he doing?
Come on.
DeVito yelling at Andrew Anderson. And here comes Crazy Ivan and the Peacemaker. Here they come. Here come the troops. Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Somebody's got to stop this. Who's going to stop it? Here comes Frankie Flo. Here comes.
You know, I can't.
Chris Steeler.
Oh, Gino.
There goes Gino Caruso. It's an all-out brawl here on this week's Adrenaline. Joey G.
This is out. This is off the charts. They're going at it. They got Erik Andretti outside the ring.
Alan Kay headed to the ring. Alan Kay wants the microphone, Joey G. We got... Alan Kay trying to restore some order here. What in the hell is going on in ECPW?
Shut up! This gotta stop, guys! This is just gotta stop. It's gotta end now. It's gonna end tonight. DeVito, Drew, Ivan, Peacemaker. The only way to end this is let me have Caruso's head.
Keep him back. Keep him back.
I want you, Caruso. There's only one thing that can control this. Shut up, Alan. That's War Games. Team DeVito.
What?
Team Caruso.
Oh, War Games. Alan Kay just announced War Games.
And they're starting the War Games.
And here it is.
Joey G. All hell is broken loose in ECPW.
And DeVito going, work on a creeper. He's beating up the poor creeper.
Alan Kay says it's time of year.
But this is all over the place.
It's the only thing that can be done here in ECPW. I can't believe it, Joey G. It's War Games.